Hey everybody, and welcome to La Florida in Chile. Sierra, Charlie, Sierra, Echo. We are at ramp 9 and we're going to Carriel Sur International, which is also in Chile. And yeah, we're going to prepare the aircraft for takeoff. And well, as we can see, we will be joining the VatSim network, but there is no controller online. But I managed to find one anyway. Say hello, Japanese controller.
Hello everyone, I'm from Japan. I'm doing VatSim controller, but I'm now S1 rating. Nice to meet you.
So that was him. If you hear him, well, at least you know where the sound comes from. He joined us from Discord. So everybody is welcome to join as well, while we're online, of course. Anyway, let's get the aircraft set up and get going. Battery power is coming on. So let's turn every knob to the right so that we can actually show you what we're doing. On this flight, the simulator setup suggested we could be flying at 8,000 feet. I'm not buying that 1 minute because this is Chile, there's a lot of mountains, so we will be flying at 12,000 at least. Let's get set up. But for some reason this screen is not loading properly. Probably we have to start the engine, which will be very nice for the pushback guy, who will once again get mauled and get his tattoos ripped off. There we go. That's the one we wanted to see. So there is no ATC controller online, so 122.8 is our frequency. Let's go there. And let's connect to the VatSim network while we're at it. And file our flight plan. Everything for good measure, right? Alright, so 12,000 feet. Actually, to start with, because I'm not trusting that mountain is one bit. Now, transponder, let's put it on for once. Code 7,000, accurate. Let's keep it that way. Altitude is set, radio has been set, the navigation is making its own way. Flight plan has already been uploaded to the machine. It is quite a bit. Anywho, runway 12 is suggested. Let's do that. And also let's make sure that our surfaces all are functioning today. They do. That's a lot of fun. Alright. Now, for the rest. Current outside air temperature is 17 degrees, which is a lot more than when I look outside my window here, because it is freezing and we're expecting a lot of snow. And actually, since I'm driving to Spain every 2 weeks, yeah, it is like 24 degrees colder over there. Let's check the engine. Obviously it is cold still, but we're looking pretty good. Stationary revs, fuel flow is obviously low because of that. Oil pressure is not in the green. Let's test that.
I'll do some touch and goes here.
Come again?
I'll do some touch and goes here.
Oh,
I'll
alright.
wait.
Alright, alright. So the oil pressure is rising as we rev up. Oil temperature slowly rising. Exhaust temperature, obviously it is still cold. Vacuum. Does that come with? It does. Very nice. And the electricity is okay. Now then, we can either make Mr. Pushback maul his tattoos off, or kill the engine. Well, we're not killing the engine, are we? Wake up! And watch him destroy my paint. And he's probably going to cover my aircraft with his blood again. Oh, what do you know? He got it right. Huh. That is the first time ever. He probably likes his tattoos. Alright, educated push boy. That'll do! Thank you for your services and not scratching my paint. Now, what we are doing is going to make a 180. Go to runway, taxi all the way to the end. And then turn around, take off. Which is very nice because Japanese controller is doing touch and goes over there.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright. Now he's far enough. This one actually gets to live. Oh boy. There's a Mooney in my way. I'll just pretend he's not here. And this one also did not scratch my paint. Way to go. Alright, let's taxi out. And there we have him. That's the Japanese controller. La Frelida traffic, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima taxi to runway 12. 12. Ah shoot, I forgot to set up the music bit. If you guys see something flashing, that'll be me. Whoosh. What the hell is happening here? Shoot! Go away! Alright, let's figure this one out. Before we run out of runway. Haha. Oh, come on! Doesn't have to be that difficult.
I missed.
Here we go. Music loaded. Now,
Nice.
let's then turn around and get going. We're late to the party already, but I've announced that on YouTube Shorts. So hopefully you guys forgive me. La Florida traffic, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima lining up, runway 1212 and taking off. Flaps set to max. And let's chase the Japanese controller. Here we go.
That's all.
Oh, pay attention to what you're doing, Bram. Seems to be a little bit of side wind, nothing too serious, but enough to keep your attention. And we're airborne. First notch of flaps coming up. Let's get some speed going, or we'll never clear those mountains. Final bit of flaps up. Climbing nicely. Come on! Autopilot is being stubborn. Get up there, you. That is a steep climb, but we're going to need it. Let's hit that nav, get on the magenta line. And try not to hit Bravo Echo. Wait a minute. As we can clearly tell from the chart here, I'm in the air. Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima, that's me.
Okay.
But where is the Japanese controller from VatSim?
I'm not feeling fast in.
The one guy you would expect to come on the VatSim network is not on the VatSim network.
Okay, then now it's on.
Is your setup able to get on the VatSim network without breaking the Discord connections?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, good. Approaching
I'm behind
4,000.
you.
You're close behind me and quite a bit faster actually.
Yeah.
Where is he? There he is. Let's see. We're heading this direction for the next 9.4 nautical miles before we make a bit of a turn. And judging by the virtual cockpit, I know somebody who may want to get some extra altitude going. Do you have any idea who that might be, Japanese controller?
It's your choice.
No, I'm pretty sure it is going to be you.
Right there.
See, folks, if you're watching this on a big screen, here's that little tiny dot, that little tiny blinking dot way down there in the mountains. He's going to need some altitude fast.
I'm John VatSim.
The heck is happening there? Seems he's doubling up.
Yeah, because I'm John VatSim and Microsoft Flight Simulator model.
Are we able to see that from in here? No, we are not. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, we are approaching 6,000. And I'm slowly starting to get the faith that we will be able to make it over this mountain. If we're even going to get there, because it's 6.2 nautical miles, 6.1 now, towards the first waypoint where we'll make a right turn. Whatever you think of it, what a view it is, right folks?
It's beautiful.
Now don't get me wrong, I drive up and down mountains for a living. But you never get to see him from up here. But here's a strange question. Why does it say 6,000 feet for the Japanese controller? Bravo Echo is a lot higher. Well, at least his name tag is, and he is stuck at 2,650 feet. Yeah, weird. I think there's some weird voodoo shit going on in there. And Japanese controller is losing altitude really, really fast. Are you hand flying, sir?
Yeah, I'm stalling now.
Oh boy. You may want to do something about that because of mountains.
Yeah. My engine is screamed.
Oh boy. Speaking of which, let's check mine. We're at 2300 RPM, which is very good for climbing. Fuel flow is in the green, oil pressure in the green, oil temperature in the green, exhaust gas temperature obviously is climbing because we're using the engine. The vacuum is in the green, fuel for days and electrical all still functioning. I'm happy. And I do think that Bravo Echo is cheating. He's now at 26,000 feet. My confidence about the mountains up ahead is growing. For the observant viewer, we got Wankara to our left at 13.20 nautical miles. By the way, my speed is not all up there. And that is probably because we're above 5,000 feet. We need to lean the mixture and do it quick. That does sound a lot healthier, doesn't it? Next waypoint coming up in 1 second. Here we go. Well, it seems that the simulated suggestion of 8,000 was actually enough, because a lot of mountains are no longer in our way. Okay, so I'm going to top it off at 10,000. Why is that? Because we don't have any oxygen on board, so we're basically not allowed to go any foot over 10,000 because the air becomes too lean to breathe and we crash, burn and die. This way we actually stand a chance. Sorry, wasn't me. Oh boy. Japanese controller is at 7,600 feet, slowly climbing. I'm overtaking you, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you lean your mixture as well? Did it work for you?
Yeah, it's working. Oh, maybe I guess.
Did you try the FLC? Yes, he is climbing. Not really fast, but he's climbing. Okay, that second plane up there is doing some weird voodoo shit. Falling back and coming back. You never know what might happen over there. Our revs did go up a lot. Let's keep an eye on those, because I don't really want to blow up the engine and have to start the flight all over again. Now approaching 10,000 feet, or so it says. Yeah. We're going to throttle back a little bit in a few hundred feet of climbing to avoid actually blowing up the aircraft, and throttle back to a cruising speed. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Flying over lowlands for quite a bit, maybe a few mountain troubles near is good. Then all the way lower, lower, lower. Visit the coast. And after Asoki, we are going to go lower. We have to be at 3,250 by Aruni in order to line up for the RNAV 20 actually. Poink. There we go. $9,500 has been passed. Almost there. Japanese controller hot on our tail, and I do think that Bravo Echo is trying to beat us to the airport. $9,800. Let's keep an eye on the rev, because the aircraft might just take off like a rocket when we approach the desired 10,000 feet. By the way, Japanese controller, you're back in a video. What do you think? You like it so far? What do you think? What do you think of Chilli?
Yeah, it's beautiful in the mountain.
Yeah, I like driving in the mountains and flying over them. Now,
in Japan, we have a lot of mountains.
I thought Japan was mostly mountains, actually.
Yeah.
So I've throttled back to 2350 RPM, which is nicely in the middle of the green. It also makes sure we don't use too much fuel. It's relatively in the middle as well of the green part. Pressure in the green, oil temperature green, exhaust gas temperature. Oops, it is only 8 degrees here. Let's just make sure we don't freeze up. Pitot heat is on. Vacuum is in the green. Still fuel and electricity for days. So now we are at cruising altitude, doing 92 knots and 113 true airspeed. We can enjoy ourselves for a little bit. Oh yeah, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima. She's working like a beauty. How's your Cessna doing, Japanese controller? Looking
My
okay?
Cessna doesn't go to 10,000 feet, so I'll fly around 9,000 feet.
Yours refuses to go to 10,000?
Yeah, I was almost 10,000 that, yeah, you know, stalled, and now at 9,000.
Okay.
So I cruise at 9,000.
It sounds like a mixture problem to me.
Maybe I take too much fuel or something.
Do you have the YouTube channel of me on, so you can see my dash? Hello?
Yeah,
Anybody home? Do you have my YouTube channel on?
yeah.
Okay, look at my settings. Oh, change them. This is how I got my mixture set. And what makes me go 10,000 and beyond. It may work for you.
Oh, it's worked. Thank you. I think.
There you go. Because, as we saw earlier in the video, there are still some mountains up ahead. When we get to Isgut, there may be trouble if you're not at 10,000. Anyway, 5 miles to the next waypoint, Sierra Echo 423. And we're easily going to clear that. And if not, we're going to have to restart the video and blame the Japanese controller.
13,000 feet.
So the mountains like you see them over here, Japanese controller, are they like the homeland?
No, it's another. It's already done with there.
Yeah, I really should come back to Japan and fly again, because I can't really remember. It's so long ago. It was like one of the first new continents that I flew over. And this is flight 99, so in 2 weeks time. Flight 100. Pretty good if you ask me. Alright, I'm going to the new waypoint. Heading of 176. Direct is good. If there's going to be mountainous troubles, it is in the direction of is good. Luckily for us, we got 47.6 nautical miles to figure out if we are high enough. Judging by the artificial horizon, we are for now, because I can already see a little bit of blue underneath the line. Yeah, we should be good. And if we're not good, it's at least going to be a touch and go, where we just simply drive over the mountain.
I'm bottom view.
I can hear you. Where is he?
I'm in front of you.
There he goes again with the evil twin. Never seen that before. But okay. Apparently, we found a little bit of extra speed. I'm doing 90. Well, Daddy's got another trick up his sleeve. 43 miles to the next waypoint. Bit of a turn there. All right. That is some voodoo shit right there. Wow. Sensitive people better start watching now, because that is flickering. So he's trying to stay ahead, one jump at a time. And there comes the other aircraft again. Bit like a sporting match, isn't it? That is some slew mode. Dude.
I can more higher.
Go ahead then, keep it up. I'll keep my hands off my throttle, my joystick. Who's stalling? Me? Why? Why? Why?
I don't know.
Probably your turbulence affecting me.
No.
That's one of the few crash settings that I have left on, so it is possible. Speed is climbing. Let's catch us a controller. Who is apparently at the same height as me, but we are overtaking him and he's underneath us. Are you slewing, sir?
Yeah.
Isn't slewing considered cheating on the VatSim network?
It's okay. But and Unicom is okay.
Try this. Stabilize your aircraft, then press and hold the letter R for Romeo. Press and hold control. Use numpad plus sign and tap it twice. Have you noticed that things are going smoother now? Hello?
Yeah.
That is a lot smoother, isn't it? And what you just did with the R and control is speed up time. By tapping, the plus sign twice, you sped up time by 2 times.
I do with plugin from community folder. So
Unable to read. Say again.
I'm doing this another how to say wait another way. Wait, I forgot English.
You're a little bit behind me now.
Oh yeah.
But yikes. I'm going to climb a little to 11 or maybe 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Do keep in mind when speeding up time, when things go wrong, they go wrong twice as fast or 3 times as fast. So that may become an issue, at least for me, in a very short time. That is real close. That is real close.
Me too.
That's a little bit too close for comfort.
It's so windy.
It is windy and it is the mountains that we were expecting to come and torture us. That is real close, folks. Definitely worried about that bump over there, which we can still see over here. Yeah, I'm checking out. Let's make sure we actually survive. Right through that gap over there, we should be able to clear that. Are we able to clear that? Leave a comment down below if you think we can make it. Are we going to make it? We're not going to make it. Deviating. That is way too close. That is way too close. But in theory, we are now on the right path. So let's get back onto the magenta line. Alright, we are at 13,000 feet. Heading for the magenta line. Are we still being followed? Yes, we are. Next waypoint, VTN, Victor Tango November, 82 miles. And by the looks of the virtual horizon, we got some time to relax now. But there's a turn coming up, obviously. Right about now.
Whew. It was so big mountain.
That was a big one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So big.
And that is why I have never trusted Chilli. Japanese controller still in the mountains. We have cleared them, luckily. Looks like you're deviating through a valley.
Yeah.
and doing some slew action over there.
Mm-hmm.
How are we looking? Not too bad. The mountains will get lower all the way to VTN, then following the coastline. Dude, some people are going to be so pissed at you. You know, people that get sensitive to really flashing lights and shocking images, they are going to be pissed. If you are one of those people, leave a comment down below.
No. Okay.
I will take some water.
Just put them on autopilot and speed up time by twice. That'll do a lot of good. Also saves a lot of keyboard. You're tapping the keyboard so much. Are you doing dishes while flying?
No, I was taking the water.
Sounded like you were doing dishes. As we can see on the map, after VTN, DKO, Asoki, we will be starting our descent and there should not be any more trouble. Which is a good thing. Because Japanese controller is still struggling. And we are up here enjoying the view. Now there's a couple of other aircraft playing in the area. One back there. Bravo Echo seems to have stalled in mid-air. And yeah, we are doing relatively well over here. And the other aircraft are not on the VatSim network. It's only me, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima, and some name I cannot pronounce. And he's still trying to slew his way out of the moment. So nice and quiet up here, but there is a lot of side wind. And how can we tell that? Well, our heading is 212 and the heading bug is pointing to the left. Our aircraft is pointing straight towards 211, 212. So we know that there's a bit of side wind pushing us off course, but the autopilot is correcting for that. Pretty neat. Otherwise I would have been twisting my joystick the whole time. Not good. One other thing that is not good, our rev counter. Let's pull that back a little bit. 2330. Touch more. 2340 is our sweet spot. Let's try to get over there. There we go. Because of the wind it will vary it a little bit, but should be okay like this. which means that we're slowing down slightly. Let's try to correct that with mixture. Above 10,000 feet the air is very lean, so you can easily choke the engine with too much fuel. Now we can see the speed climbing already. Let's make tiny adjustments. Make sure that we have a bit of speed left. What happened there? From 82 to 94 in seconds. I think we got ourselves a little bit of turbulence going on, but who knows for sure. Oh, and by the way, Japanese controller, do you remember Steve, the guy that used to fly with us in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
The Canadian guy? Well, he is going to be pissed because we are now flying at a reasonable time for him and he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
And Primo X says you can also add a wind indicator to the cockpit screen. You can click PFD opt and click wind a couple times. It'll bring up some wind indicator options.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, never knew that. PFD stands for primary flight directives, or do you mean the normal options, Primo X? No, he's a channel on YouTube. Check it out.
I see.
We actually got a viewer. The G1000. Yeah, got it. Wind.
The option, wind. Option 3 is I think best.
Woo!
I think option 3 is good.
So that kind of proves what I just said. 21 knots coming from the right. Primo X, thank you for this one. Never knew that. And the outside air temperature -1 degrees. Japanese controller, do you have your pitot heater on?
Yeah.
Primo X says good work. Well, the good work has been done by Primo X because he has just taught me something. What were you trying to say, Japanese controller?
My degrees is around 1 degrees, so it's cold also.
Where about
not cold.
Oh, you're up
but
ahead.
Yeah.
Primo X says, you're welcome. Hell of a challenge you set yourself, by the way. Well, Primo X, this is not the first time I'm doing this entire trip. Let me show you. Whoosh. I found this trip on Reddit. We're currently doing the highlighted bit. And I've flown this before. That was on Flight Simulator 10X. Accelerated. Now, when I told people that I had done this, nobody believed me. Nobody. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to do it again. So most of what we're seeing out here, it is not the first time. But I'm posting it on YouTube, so nobody can ever deny me again.
Nice.
But Japanese controller. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
He's slewing again. Why the hell? And you still got your following plane.
But you also
The heck? And primal access. Haha! Wow, amazing. Not sure if he's talking about doing this for the second time or that he's talking about slewing. But yeah, that. Anyway, by the way, let me tell you, Primo X. Normally I make videos like this earlier in the day, but this time around I simply got home a lot later than normal. Should have been home yesterday. I got home this afternoon. The Japanese controller is still slewing one step at a time. Why don't you simply speed up time, sir?
But you're doing also.
Yeah, I've sped up time by 2, but you keep slewing. You can see on the YouTube screen that I am very stable, and you just simply keep tapping forward on slew mode.
Yeah, I'm flying my cruise out is 1-2,000 feet.
You're at 1-2,000, I'm at 1-3. But I sped up time by press and hold R, press and hold control, and tapping the numeric plus sign twice. 26.3 miles to Victor Tango November. There we will make a turn, and that is always a challenge for computers when you speed up time. Sometimes they're not able to calculate fast enough. Now about that wind thingy. 21 knots from the right. It's getting worse. Good thing we're making a turn in a bit. And if that turn is successful, I'm granting myself the time. No, by the way, I'm going to go pee-pee real fast. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back, and we are still not near the turn, so we did not yet crash, burn and die. However, the option is there. I heard the engine rev up slightly. Exhaust gas temperature is really low. Why is that? -2 degrees. It's freezing out there, just like it is outside my window in real life. Brr. And I think the Japanese controller has figured out how to use the time. Anywho, for a good while now we will not see any mountains. So let's go down. Because, yeah, still no oxygen on board. So I'm already suffocated and died anyway. Revs going up, throttle coming down. Don't want to destroy my engine. Japanese controller, do you have oxygen on board? Or did you die as well from suffocation?
Yeah, I'm dying.
You poor man. Not sure if you're seeing the same as I do, but there is a magnificent lack of boats around here. And Captain De Silva says it's me Primo X in another account. I have 2 viewers, me and me, haha. Well, Captain X, normally when I am filming at my normal time, which is Zulu +1, aka noon my time on Saturdays, used to be Sundays. There are a few more people, but yeah, I got home very late today. I'm an international trucker, and I drive from the Netherlands to Spain and back again. That's basically what I do. So
It's so hard, I think.
Dude, are you slooping again?
I'm descending.
Captain X, yes, I'm a trucker. Used to be driving only in the Netherlands. You can see that on the videos that are on a different playlist. Now I am driving from the Netherlands to Spain, back and forth. And yeah, at times it happens. I got stuck in France on my way back, so I only got home like a couple hours ago, and I've posted a short yesterday from my truck saying look guys, not going to be able to make it at noon my time, but as soon as I get home I will relax a little bit, and that's it. We're going flying anyway. Captain X says, thank you for your service, you make the world go round. Well, I love that answer, sir. especially if you know that I'm mainly transporting ordered goods from one hub in the Netherlands to a hub in Spain. So it's mostly web ordered goods, and I bring back alcohol. Yeah. A lot of people here like the cheap Spanish wines. Now, why do I combine trucking and flying? Well, my ex-wife ignited the flying bit because I was once at a market. There was this game called Microsoft Flight Simulator: A Century of Flight, which came out in 1998. I bought it for €2, started playing a bit, and yeah, that got slightly out of hand. So back then my wife, she thought it was a good idea to give me a few flying lessons to let me experience how hard it is to actually fly an aircraft and well, do that. So that went south for her really quick, because flying the aircraft is exactly the same as in the simulator. The only difference is your seat actually moves when you're not in the simulator but in a real aircraft. So I got hooked, and there was no way out of it after that. So I took more lessons, eventually divorced the hag, and yeah, then I got into trucking, which was financially a lot more in reach. So now I drive around the entire continent and get to see the most beautiful parts. And in the weekends that I'm home, I get to fly to see more beautiful parts of the world. Life is great. Captain Access, so you fly for real private license? No, I do not have a PPL. Because the actual PPL is too expensive at this point. If I can ever get to a private pilot license, yes, I will fly for somebody. Then I will say goodbye to trucking. But what I did after the lessons that my wife, ex-wife, has bought me, I took the lessons, of course, got hooked, kept flying in virtuals, and I know how to operate a Cessna 172. I can fly the Cessna 172 when I'm near a 172. Never ever give me keys or leave the plane unattended. I'll be gone, and I'll put it back without a scratch, that's for sure. But getting the actual license, that's a financial step too far. Look at that town below us. They have no idea we're flying up here. So yeah, what I'm basically doing, I went from a car license and driving a lot with that to car and trailer, then got my trucking license, then truck and trailer. Then there was a open job 300 kilometers away from here. And in my area, I live in the north of the Netherlands, there's only jobs that go north to Scandinavia, which is insanely cold, and I hate cold. So I got in contact with the company 300 kilometers south of here. Still in the Netherlands, by the way. And asked them, where are your trucks going? Well, Spain, Portugal, France, we go everywhere. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds amazing. Want to do coffee? Boss said, yeah, let's do coffee. So I drove there, 600 kilometers up and down for a cup of coffee and a good chat. Now, what happened? Next day they handed me a key to a 500 horsepower Volvo FH. Still drive it to the day. I've got 180,000 kilometers on it since I got it. Now, the beauty of that job is you take stuff to people who want to have that stuff. You trade stuff for autographs. And after that, you trade your autograph for stuff to take back to the Netherlands. So that's basically what I do. Have not touched the pallet since I started this job. You get loaded or unloaded. That is great life, and you get to pay. You get paid the big bucks. Why? Easy, because you're always on the road. 2 weeks away from home, and weekend home, and you go back. That is the life for me. Captain Access, that sounds lonely too, huh? Yeah, it does sound lonely. But at the same time, that is my preferred way. Let me show you. I'm alone up here. I'm alone in my truck. I'm alone in real life. Don't have a relationship. Not much of a family. And yeah, I get to go to the most beautiful places on earth without having a care in the world. Does it take a special kind of person to be able to do this? Yeah. There's Japanese controller biplane. Off in the distance. And now he's cheating again. Watch him. Watch him. Good Lord. Even your follow plane cannot follow you. Let's get back in here. You'll figure it out sometime, how to speed up time. So you play a lot of Truck Driver Europe, or which one do you play, Captain X? "13 miles and less to the next waypoint. Delta Golf Oscar." Captain X plays Europe and USA. I've actually looked at those simulators and they seem fairly expensive for what you get. What's your opinion on that? Obviously, Captain Access, get him on sail. Yeah, could have seen that one coming. Tried downloading a trial once. Yeah, but that was over in 30 minutes, and then they wanted me to pay, and I was like, hey, I just got to know the game, not paying that. But we're approaching the next waypoint, Delta Golf Oscar. Seems fairly obvious. And now we're really going to tease the Japanese controller.
I'm empty.
Yeah,
I'm
but
doing nothing.
but you're cheating.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huge selection of radio stations. Okay, Captain X, I think that at one point they must have changed something, because I did not get access to any radio stations. And the next turn has been made successfully. Heading 209 now. And it is 38 miles and less to Isoki. And after Isoki they want us to descend. Okay, we can do that. Captain Access, similarly on VatSim, I like to read about the places I'm flying over. Read about them. You got a lot of reading ahead of you if you watch the entire series. Flying south over Venezuela. You're a bit behind us. We're over Chile. And when we're way down, we are coming back up on the other side of South America towards the United States, cross over to Greenland and to the starting point London. That's UK. Not sure where you're from, but and by the way, the Japanese controller is not having any of this. He is still skipping ahead. And I'm still on autopilot, no cheating, just speeding up time. Captain X is from Ireland, but living just 2 hours south of London. Wow. You must have met a gorgeous woman. Otherwise you would have never ever left Ireland for south of London. Out of the top of my head. I said 2 hours south of London. That is in my mind. That is the direction of Dover. And he's a musician. Can't be a Beatles fan, and that's up there. Up there. Not much live music in Ireland. Huh. Every Irish pub I've visited all over the continent, they all have live music going on. Anyway, folks, we can see a lot of aircraft over here. They can also see us on the map, and they are probably asking themselves in their 747s, how is it that a Cessna 172 does Mach 1.6? And Captain X says there's a lot of Irish country music and Irish traditional, which is great, but I play more pop and rock. Yeah, for pop and rock you want to be in the south or in the West Midlands, correct? Roughly 5 miles to Asoki. And Captain X gives me a pat on the back with saying correct. Hey! Apparently another YouTuber, he's called Beard Meets Food, he said the truth. Oh my god, there's a cheater again.
Who?
Well, the guy's slewing all the time, ruining the video. Anyway, we have passed Asoki. Now it's a 98 mile to Aruni, which is great. So now we're going to follow the coastline. And according to the flight plan, we get to go down to 5,000 already. Let's not over rev the engine. And let's keep an eye on the ground level here. Does seem scary to go down already, but it's in the flight plan. Not too worried about the planes overseas. It's still a very hilly landscape. Passing 8,000 and I'm chickening out for 5,000. I'll end up at 7. That'll do for now. And Captain X says you're heading south then. Remind me of your route. Well, we started off at La Florida in Chile, and we're going to Carriel Sur International, which is also in Chile. And then he says, how do you get across the Pacific? With a lot of fuel. When you get to the top of Canada, there's a few airports on the North Pole, after which you can get to Greenland, after which you can get to the United Kingdom. Let me pull up the sheet again. Whoosh! There we go. So, Toronto, Temiskani, Schefferville, Iqaluit, that's the North Pole, Nuuk, Kusiluk, Reykjavik in Iceland, Stornoway is Greenland, and then London City. And with this overview you can also see the distances, and they are actually correct. Now Steve Jones, hey Steve, how are you doing, buddy? He says, trying to hook up again. And Captain X says, does the Cessna struggle with the cold air? Yes sir, he does. But we got a secret weapon here, pitot heat. And we got the mixture, which means you can play with the engine, keep it at temperature, which means it keeps running, and that is basically the only way to sort of survive. Now back to Steve Jones. Steve, sir, did you get the messages? North EU server, no idea what you're talking about. And I'm at 7,000, so I need to throttle up again a little bit, or we'll lose speed. And let's check around us. Ripperoni is still behind us, no worries. "59 miles to Aruni." Steve Jones said, what server are we on for a multi? We became friends, so you can find me in the air in Flight Simulator. Meaning, hook up with, let me first get the time back to normal. Our control minus. You can find me in the air, and in the air, well, you can basically join up next to me, then put yourself on the Discord, and we're good, we're golden. Changing the second frequency here. Room to listen in.
I'm back.
Welcome back, sir. We may be able to hear a little bit of 80. Oh, what happened there? We may be able to listen in on a little bit of ATC chatter. Ah, shoot. This area was online, but they left already. Captain Access. One thing I never fully grasped in all the flight sims was the radios. Well, they are fairly easy to follow as soon as you figure out what to do, how to do. Mainly, you have the flight controllers. They basically help you out figuring out where to go, and they send you places where you've never been before. Then there's the guys that are flying, and we basically do as they say, so we do not run into other aircraft and keep everybody safe. Then there's a third category, and they flick them off because they fly visual only, but they're at a very low altitude. Let's not count them in. Now, if a flight controller says turn left towards that heading, you basically do it. If they say clear to land, you basically do it. Lots of the conversations are the same everywhere, and English is the actually only spoken language as far as I know. And Steve says he sees me on the map. Now, if you click me and then join in, I think that's what it says, then you spawn in the air next to me or near me. The hell, Steve Jones is ahead of me. That can only call for one thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. If Steve is ahead of me, let's see if we can see him on the map. So he popped up and then he didn't. This one is a Japanese controller. Steve, where are you, buddy? I don't see you. What airport am I near? Good Lord, what airport am I near? Sierra Charlie Kilo November is maybe one. Sierra Charlie Charlie Tango. Oh, here we go. This is a confirmed one. Sierra Charlie Sierra Charlie. And for those that don't know, Steve has been a long time follower, and he's got his own song based on the way he hand flies his aircraft. And yeah, that earned him his own song. And that's the Japanese controller 5000 and below, is that correct? Hello? Oh crap. Steve asked me for the direct link. I don't think I can reach the Discord link without ruining the video. Let's find out. Probably not it. Somebody help me out here with the Discord link. Can't see that right now. Steve sees me again. Somebody's chasing me.
Ooh. I'm back now 2 times. To the second time. Ooh.
Come on. Where the hell is he? If this is Steve on the map here, he's way behind. That's not him, that's Japanese controller over there. Japanese controller, do you still have the YouTube open?
Yeah.
Can you copy paste in the description the Discord link so that Steve can get it?
Okay. To comment?
Please.
Okay.
Because then Steve can click it and he can access the Discord. And Steve is at the bend at that river. Okay, so we don't see Steve either. What altitude are you at, Steve? above us? No, he's not above us. I'm looking for a blinking pixel on my mega screen here, but I don't see it yet. Underneath me? Nah. We need to synchronize settings one day, guys. But okay, Steve, you see me, right? Japanese controller. This is Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima. Don't be alarmed, but something is about to sound through your speakers, which Steve has earned earlier by aviation fuck-ups and currently setting fuck-ups. And it seems the Japanese controller has disappeared into the distance, or he did something else. I think he... Uh-oh. Ah. Whew. For a minute there I thought the sim was stuck. Good lord. Japanese controller, are you already closing in on Naruni?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not doing too bad, but I've got time set back to normal because waiting for Steve. Care to do a 180 so we can all land together? Currently 45.9 miles out of Aruni. Oh shoot, Steve is back at the river. Don't see him. Don't see him. Japanese controller, you see my aircraft, correct? On the map? I don't see Steve. Think I see you closing in on Rooney really fast. Does anybody see Steve? There's a river bend where he's supposed to be at. Steve is at CCT. Hopefully that's SCT. Where the hell is my aircraft going? How did get off course. I don't see you on the map, Steve. Japanese controller, do you have him on the map? Anywhere?
I have you on the map.
But no Steve?
No.
Fart. If this wasn't an online video streaming right now, I would pause the simulator and compare settings with Steve, but it's barely undoable. Steve, can we compare settings sometime? I know mine work because Steve is seeing me. Captain X says Steve is flying a stealth bomb. Oh fuck. Of course. That must be it. Steve. Are you flying a stealth bomber? No wonder we can't see him. Actually, Japanese controller got so far ahead. Can't see him either. Currently, he is nowhere on the map, actually. Wait a minute. Steve, what is your name on Discord? And by the way, Japanese controller, you chose the wrong channel. You want them to be in voice, not VC94.
Yeah, I know, but maybe if you want note share voice and your he doesn't want to share voice in internet. I think it's so maybe better in this channel. Maybe
Okay.
if he wants, it's okay in this channel. But
what else can we think of to get him visible in the simulator? And
I think he must change to all players, not live players, or change servers to know like to West Europe. take it.
And Steve says hi in Discord right now.
Okay.
So, okay, now they're both in VC94. Let's join up there. Hi guys.
I
have joined you in 94 and Steve has gone again.
oh.
And Steve is back. Steve.
Oh, there. LJ, Steve.
Can you share the screen?
Steve, Japanese controller is a professional. He knows. Please don't put your microphone in your mouth.
Can share screen and then I can help you flash it.
And I see Captain De Silva is online as well. Captain Silva, you know stuff as well. Apparently we're going back to voice now, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're still watching Captain De Silva, you know stuff as well. If you know anything to help out Steve, let's try that.
First, if you can use share screen. The
Either somebody has an open mic or a screaming loud speaker.
Oh, there.
Hello, can you share the screen? Or you're playing at Xbox? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you should tell Steve how to share screen, because he's relatively new to Discord.
Yes. Okay, then
Hell, I don't even know how to share screen. So I use YouTube. But I love how people here are helping out each other. I love that. Steve, there are some weird noises coming from your microphone. And he's gone again. Maar Roy's blog? Oké. Big Kylie, Lonely Plane. He's back online. Japanese controller, you probably already have landed, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put the sim back in normal time so that maybe Steve can join up, which is a lifelong dream.
I believe it.
Hey, check back all the other videos, it's underneath all of them. Oh, I missed a couple of the comments. Captain Silva says, how many hours of gameplay do you estimate before you get to London? That's going to be 30 more flights. At least. Steve Jones says, I'm in a small strip city on the ground. I don't see any more on game. And Steve has never flown out of Xbox server. Captain X has never flown multiplayer, unfortunately. And he says, happy flying gentlemen, I'm going to do some work, then do some co-op Far Cry later. Catch you another time. Oh, Captain Da Silva, thank you for joining up. Catch you on the next one, which is in roughly 2 weeks. Okay, so I've sent Steve a message on Discord. He's not responding, so I think he's either reloading or having trouble with sounds or something. $32.7 miles to Aruni. Yeah, Aruni is right before last few hills and then lining up to land. Gosh, I hope Steve comes back. But in the meanwhile, while we hope that Steve is figuring it all out, I'm going to play a song. Yeah. It's called Fresh Fallen Snow, which is quite nice for the situation I'm in, because we're expecting a lot of snow. It'll take 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And I hope that by then Steve has been returned. Here it comes. Yeah, we heard that one already. So let's continue. Alright. Done with sending stuff. 24.3 nautical miles to Aruni. And let's speed things up a little bit. Times are ×2, which basically means the high sped up time. I really want to help Steve, but his voice keeps kicking out and I don't know what's going on over there. Not sure what you guys are seeing over there, but I do believe that there is a bit of a glitch on YouTube. Are you guys seeing me flying towards Aruni, or do you see the Discord description still? Because something is up. Actually, fuck it, I'm going 3 times speed. And we got the Japanese controller name tag inside.
Nice.
He is going down, descending towards 4,000. Are you flying circles just to annoy me? Oh no, you're at Rodit. Japanese controller, do you still have the YouTube on?
Yeah.
What do you see over there? A map, my cockpit and your name? Or do you see only my cockpit and a description, wanted to join the Discord?
I can see my username also.
You can see your username. Okay, so then the short one that I can see in YouTube Studio is not correct. That's reassuring. Alright, let's play catch up. 4 times the speed of sound. Time. Approaching Aruni in a hurry now. And this stuff has gone wrong before, going 4 times speed of sound, time. This time it seems to go rather well. There's no way I'm lowering altitude at 4 times speed of time. Did a I'll mess up the flight computer so bad. But at least Japanese flight controller and me are on the same map again, even though he is approaching Arten already. Good lord. Going to have to play catch up and then a nosedive towards the airport. Have you ever seen a Cessna 172 do Mach 3? Well, you have now! And yes, when I catch up, I will slow down time to make it a normal landing. It's impossible to land at 4 times the speed of time. Well, what a complete shame that we were not able to help out our buddy Steve. Prep the aircraft for descent. Alright. And slowing down time so I can actually descend. Vertical speed goes down. Rodet is 2.7 miles away. You are way lower than I am. What is your flight plan strategy? AKA, what altitude are you on? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
What is your...
Hello?
Hello? Good lord, you're already below 3,500.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go there as well then. Because if you did not die, it probably works. And for some reason I'm barely going down. Engine idle. Yo aircraft, you may want to start responding to my commands. Okay. If you don't do it, computer, I will. Look at the altitude readings. Barely going down. as if the tires are pumped with helium or something. We got headwind showing by the thingy. That doesn't explain why I got full yoke forward and we're barely going down. We need to lose some speed and altitude real fast. And if we don't, we're going to overtake Japanese controller while he's landing at 10,000 feet, and we don't want to do that, do we? No, we don't. I think I'm getting the idea why the flight plan tells us to slow down and lower altitude already to the fuck just happened here. Voices came in through different speakers. Station calling, please repeat.
This Papa Hotel, Juliet, Papa Sierra, entering correction level to Sam Kajandagu, conservation project.
Concept.
Japanese controller, was that you calling?
Yeah, I was calling to Unicom.
Good lord, something must be up because it came through a different set of speakers. Maybe my headset is at the end of life.
I think setting is not good.
Anywho, Trying to lose altitude. Swerving around a little bit because that makes the air over the wings go faster. Japanese controller, no idea why you're coming over my different speaker set, because settings seem right.
Yeah. I was thinking that.
For some dumb reason, my aircraft simply won't go down. Let's put on the landing lights, so maybe somebody will finally find us after we crash. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that something is up. Alright. Assuming we find the airport, probably we're going to hand fly the puppy in. And mind you folks, this is one of the cruel jokes that Flight Simulator loves to play on you. When you are on approach, then they kick in a failure. They absolutely love that. can see this bit right here. I've set it to 2300. She's going below with the autopilot on. Yeah, we got ourselves a failure. Alright. Runway 20 pretty much dead ahead. I've got a name tag to aim for, while the Japanese controller is going way below ground. Alright. Steve Jones says bye bye, same time, 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks it may be the previous time again, Steve. But
I'm back.
hopefully you can actually see us then. Because that would be really nice. I hope you get it figured out, Steve, and I really want to have you in the video. Sure what is going on, but all the things that my aircraft is trying to do is try to kill me and go down. Something is definitely wrong here. So autopilot is disengaged. Try to get us on the ground safely as possible. We got a headwind, 27 knots. I'm just going to aim for that name tag over there. He's probably in the area of a runway. Aircraft is really misbehaving now. Autopilot will not engage. Oh boy. How lovely. Steering barely works. That is full right there. You know what to say, as long as you can fly, fly it. And we sort of got the runway inside. Well, at least the name tag of Japanese controller. Got this bay to conquer, and if we survive that, we should be good. Oh boy, she is really misbehaving. This is full up. Cannot be just from the headwinds. Look at the bottom right corner. Barely climbing, full up. This just cannot be right. This cannot be right. Five miles and a bit to City Faf. Well, let's assume we make that. The aircraft sure chose a poor moment to start with failures. Still aiming for the name tag. Don't you dare move, Japanese controller. Oh boy, this is a struggle right now. Keeping her up. People watching on big screens are seeing a pixel flying around that just disappeared and reappeared right on top of me. Where is he? There he is again. But he disappeared. I see an airport, but it's still quite a way away. And Japanese controller, please check the Discord. And there goes the engine complaining about the revs. We're not going that fast. I really hope we live through this. Japanese controller has magically reappeared near the airport. But now, this time I don't see his name tag anymore. I do think I see the airport, I think. But it's 4 miles to city, which you can only see if you have a big screen. And I really cannot afford to let go of my joystick right now, or we'll plummet into the water. Let's not do that. There will be a sad restart of the entire video, which is already over 2 hours long. So let's not do that. According to the map, the airport is a bit inland. But not by much. And also according to the chart, I'm going dead ahead towards it. So I think that what I'm seeing, a little speck over there, is the actual airport. What the hell, dude? Really? FA-18 subbed out for a A320 Neo. Want to see it again? Here he comes. FA-18. Come on now, come closer. Subbed out for a A320 Neo. attention, here it comes again. Look at that! Never seen an aircraft like that do anything resembling that. Look at that. Drown, Neo, drown. Drown, Neo, drown. Drown, Neo. There you go, good boy. And of course he cheats himself out of it again. Land inside, but where is the airport?
In front of you, I can play only.
At 1500 feet and some change. Mind you folks, still hand flying. And still not easy. For the slightest corrections I have to use full movement of my yoke. I need to get this plane jacked ASAP. Japanese controller, can you go ahead and check if they have a garage?
Okay. Runway is clear. Did not.
Did not copy, say again.
Runway is clear.
Do me a favor, if somebody else tries to get in, shoot him. Carriel Sur International Airport. This is Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima with emergency. Clear runway or you will be shot down by a FA-18 subbed out as a A320neo. Oh shit, I'm losing altitude. Come on now. Using flaps to get some altitude. I need a lot, just enough to survive. Come on now. Got people to scout out the area. Runway inside. Coming in hot. Oh man, I can barely keep this one on course. Mind you, this is full throttle, full yoke on the left, just trying to make a bit of a turn. If I land at all, this is going to be a tough landing. And to state my words, I just got nearly taken out by a FA-18E subbed out by a A320neo. Good lord. Alright, the airport seems to be at 0 feet. We're at 1220. I have had crazy landings before. When it comes to difficulties, this one is up there. If you guys have ever had steering problems in the simulator, let me know. Went through 900 feet. Still needing the flaps to just stay airborne. Well, let's keep this up until we're over land at least. Cessnas are like cats, they hate swimming. $700 feet. $600. If this keeps up, we're not gonna make it. But still the runway is inside. I'm actually starting to get hope now. If I do not move myself or my joystick, we're very...
US Navy is looking at you.
Coming in? Didn't hear you?
US Navy is looking at you.
US Navy.
Yeah, FA taking.
Well, fuck them. If I destroy the aircraft, I'll buy them a beer and they'll approve anyway. In their subbed out A320 Neo. Anyway, runway inside. Said that half an hour ago, didn't I? Still at 680 feet. God. Somebody check what they said on Discord, because I don't have time. I gotta concentrate. Or I'll die, and then... No, I'll first crash, then I'll die, then I'll burn. I have to do the entire leg again. Mind you guys, this is still full throttle and full, either left or right, to make corrections. Something is really up with the aircraft. Sur air traffic. This is Papa Hotel, Bravo Victor Lima with emergency. You may want to get it out of the runway fast. I'm coming in hot and I'm not going to go around. Got no choice. What did they teach me again in flight school? As long as you can see the runway, you're over it. Stuff here is really coming back to me. Slowly we need to start losing a little bit of altitude. Scary, however it may be. Because if we don't, we're going to overshoot the airport and land in the water. Listen to the wind. That is strong. Come to think of it, is this the correct airport?
That's correct.
I would be so much in trouble if it wasn't. There's like no way I can get back up there.
500.
Oh, 500. Thank you. You can actually see the props going on the big screen, and yeah, we're basically glider modus, coming in without proper steering. I gotta hand it to him. Well done, Microsoft. Well done, Asobo, for putting
I
this
think that
fuck up.
your simulation speed is low.
No, it's simulation speed is at 0.
So you can, maybe you must speed up, like.
Probably, but at this speed I am currently relatively convinced that I'm going to walk away alive.
I forgot what you said about the control shift node 1 or something. Maybe you can do
Inaudible, please
the
repeat.
time plus.
Inaudible, please repeat.
Like do it like time plus.
Yeah, if all is well, I should be at normal speed of time. And I should be landing, luckily. By the way, for the record, since you're already down there, did you order any fire trucks or hamburgers?
Yeah.
Good. In which order did you order the hamburgers or the fire trucks? Because we don't want the fireman to put out the hamburgers.
I ordered delivery with McDonald's.
Okay.
Big Mac.
Yeah, but as soon as I catch fire, we are going to need the hamburgers to make the hamburgers. And the fire guys, they are going to try to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment it seems that I'm actually going to survive. Then again. That is low. That is very low. Not even going to aim for the white markers, which indicate 100 feet. Tarmac is tarmac. Good Lord. How is this thing staying afloat? Headwind must be pretty brutal.
Stall. Stall.
Oh, now you're going to start to stall. And I got a tail strike in a Cessna. Right. To the left. Let's exit the runway. Flaps up. Now let's put the thing in a garage. And forget about it for a good while. Still being hunted by the Japanese CIA. Am I glad that we're on the ground? Barely making the move. Come on! Why are you... Wait a minute, they gave me this tool. 37 knot winds. Yeah, that explains a bit. Not all of it. Why does my Cessna not stay on course? Why does it want to go up and down? Why doesn't it actually want to do what I want it to do? Mind you folks, this is almost half throttle. See how fast we are going. It says 49 on the indicator. Actually 58 as through airspeed. How fast are we going? This is barely walking speed. This is not normal for a Cessna 172 to behave. She's going into the hangar and to be fixed. The guys over there, they got 2 weeks. And then she better be ready. Now where is that stupid thing? Oh, there it is on our left. You can even still hear the wind howling. And surface road or not, this is where this Cessna is turning in. There's the fueling station over there. Don't need it. We want the guy on the right. Before you start complaining, I missed him. Oh God. Barely any response. Why? That'll do. The mechanics will probably have a lot of fun with this one. First trying to get it in there, fix it, trying to get it out of there. This is it. Parking brake set. Engine off. All the users off. Look at that. Wind is blowing so hard, prop still spinning. Batteries off. I have had it with this aircraft for 2 days. But of course she's going to get maintenance, and next week I hope she is going to be back in full working order, and then I can actually steer. That's what I hope, at least. Anyway, I did hear a few Discord pings. They were not aimed at me. Okay, great. Which means that next week we are probably going to leave Chilli. Hear the wind. Hear the wind. Right. Right. Anyway, this will be it for this video. I really hope that you guys join me again next time, because there's a lot more to see. Next week we have our 100th video anniversary in this trip. You better be there.